Hello and welcome to another live English lesson with me, Richie, here on the AM Language YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching, make sure you subscribe. Yesterday we passed the 600 mark, so a big thank you to everybody who has subscribed. Make sure you share the channel with people that you know want to learn English as well. Now, today's lesson, Irina, good afternoon. Hello, privyet. Welcome to today's lesson. Today, we are looking at music English, and we are going to look at meaning. What's the meaning behind the lyrics of some songs? And we are going to look at three songs in particular today. Marta Poggi, good afternoon. Buon pomeriggio. Now, this past week, we've looked at the passive, for example, but it's Friday and I thought, let's do something fun. Irina F says, congratulations on your 602 subscribers. There were 42 of them in February last year. Good job. Keep it up. Well, thank you very much, Irina F, for that lovely message. And thank you for attending so many lessons as well. It's great. So, guys, look, it's been quite a journey so far. And I hope that by Easter, maybe we could get to 1,000. If we could reach 1,000 subscribers by Easter, that would be great. You can expect some short videos coming up as well this year. I'm going to be making these short little bite-sized videos that explain some language points that can hopefully be of help. But in today's lesson, we are going to look at music English. We're going to look at three songs, and usually we look at grammar or vocabulary, but today I want to look at something different. I want you to look at meaning, because at the end of the day, language is about meaning, where we're trying to tell people something or we're trying to understand something, which is why we're going to look at meaning today. And we've got three great songs that we can look at. The first song is a very famous song. I'm sure most of you, even though it's English, I'm sure most of you might have heard of the song before. It's Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. Roberto, good afternoon. Thank you for joining. The second song that we're going to look at is a song by Eminem and Rihanna called The Monster. And the third song that we're going to look at is a famous song by an artist back in the early 90s named Tupac, which again is someone who most of you might have heard of. And we're going to look at the lyrics in his song Change, or Changes, I think. So that's what we're going to look at today. As always, guys, please make sure you follow the lesson in the live chat, because that is where the action happens. And that's where that's where I'm going to show you the lyrics. And we're going to have a conversation. Today, what I would like you guys to do is to try and just tell me what you think the song is. I will give you some ideas as to what the song might be, but you don't have to go along with my ideas. The point about this is that there is an opportunity to discuss what we think the song might mean. So the first one we're going to look at is Johnny Cash. Really, I mean, the whole lyrics might say something else. So I'm now just going to share some of the lyrics. I'll do it verse and then chorus and that sort of thing. So this is the first verse over here. Let's see if I do it like this. I'll break it up. And I should say, guys, that as always, you will find the links to the original songs in the description below. So after the lesson, if you want to have a look and listen to the songs yourselves, you can. I'm very pleased to say that the Ring of Fire it's quite an easy song to remember the lyrics to as well. And I'm just going to add one more to it, which is a rather interesting. Yeah, I'm going to add this one. So we're not going to play the whole thing, obviously, but just some interesting lyrics that we can have a really good think about as well. And I have a little treat for you. Well, I hope it's a treat. So to help this along, I am going to obviously sing the words, but because Ring of Fire is quite an easy song, I'm also going to play my guitar for this one. So, best of both worlds here. You get to hear a little bit of guitar, not too much. I'm going to sing the first sort of to the verse and the chorus, and then we can have a good discussion. Okay, so let's have a little look. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames were getting higher. And it burns, 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 a ring of fire, a ring of fire. Okay, so that is my little piece on the Ring of Fire. I didn't want to play too loudly, otherwise the guitar probably isn't going to come across very well. But I do like the guitar. I think it's my favorite instrument in terms of an instrument I can play. So let's have a little look, guys. What do we think this song is about? I'm going to give you some, and then you can tell me. So first option, maybe marriage. His idea on marriage. B, a bad relationship of some kind. Or C, is it about hell? So those are some ideas of what the song might be about. But what do you guys think? So you've got love is a burning thing. Now it's true, like you've got the flame of love, for example. So you've got a candle, for example. You've got a flame, and it burns. So to say like love is a burning thing, it's hot, it's fire in that sense, and it makes a fiery ring. I mean, it does sound a bit like, like maybe like a ring, so to speak. Bound by wild desire, fell into a ring of fire. Bound is a really good word. Bound, if you're not too sure, is the same word as attached. And then obviously desire, a strong feeling of want. I mean, you might think it might be a combination. Maybe it's not just about a bad relationship. Maybe you think it's one or two other things. And then the chorus, really interesting. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I fell down, 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 and the flames were getting higher. And it burns, burns, burns the ring of fire. Really interesting lyrics there. And then later on, there's a verse. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. Now, wild, okay, is out of control. Okay, so really interesting lyrics. Let me know what you guys think about the meaning of this song. But I mean, it's such a classic. It's a real classic. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames were getting higher. And it burns, burns, burns. A ring of fire, a ring of fire. So yeah, guys, what do you think he's talking about? Or maybe I'm just going to throw it out there. Maybe this is a song about Lord of the Rings. I mean, it sounds like you've got a ring involved there. So, what do you think this song is about? Do you think it's positive? Do you think it's negative? So there's some interesting themes that are going on over here. Like I said, okay, so Rena F says B, maybe. So maybe a bad relationship of some kind. Feel free to add to that. What else do you think? What else do you think this could be? What sort of situation? Is it a bad relationship that is outside marriage, or is it a bad relationship within marriage? Um, is he talking about his personal experience? I think that's a word. That's a question we can think about. Is Johnny Cash talking about his own experience? Roberto says that I think it's mostly about a bad relationship, a struggling one with love, but with suffering as well. In a marriage, because it talks about a ring. Okay, so Roberto, thank you very much for that. So Roberto has said that it's a combination of A and B, um, because he's talking about a bad relationship. I mean, the idea of falling down, 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 that definitely comes across with a lot of negativity. So yeah, I think that would make a good amount of sense for me. I think the answer is A and B. I think it is about marriage. I think it's about a bad relationship within a marriage. So yeah, a bad marriage, really. Um, I mean, there's lots of. I think, to be honest with you, I think there are so many songs about relationships and love, or failed love as well. If you like Johnny Cash, let me know if there are any songs that you really like of his. So that is the first one. I do recommend if you now, what level would I say is Johnny Cash? That's quite a hard one. The lyrics aren't too difficult, but there are some words that might be a little bit difficult. I think this would be okay for pre-intermediate. If I were to give this in a lesson, I would definitely do it with a pre-intermediate or anything higher. Definitely with intermediates. There's a lot of good language there. Elementary, oh, it would have to be a good elementary class for me to do to use a song like this. But I think there's a lot of really good stuff, along with some um, interesting adverbs. Actually, I mean, one adverb I'm going to pick up on here is, well, I think just a, it's a good way to play around with language, really. So here. Sorry, what am I saying? Not adverb. Sorry, I meant adjective. Okay, it's fiery. Now, um, because it's really good. You can use it for lots of different things. You can say a fiery, okay, fiery love, a fiery, um, you could say a fiery personality, or you could say a fiery meeting. Question is, what would these mean? In fact, I'm going to see now if you guys can link these three to the correct meaning. Okay, so you've got one, 2, and number 3. Okay, so let's see if you guys can link these ones. You've got fiery love, fiery personality, and fiery meeting. Can you link them to the descriptions below, 1, 2, and 3? Which one would you put with a heated interaction, maybe maybe some shouting, um, passionate attraction and relationship, and a person who is passionate can get angry quickly and isn't afraid to speak their mind. Okay, so you've got fiery love, fiery personality, and fiery meeting. I'll make that even clearer now, actually, just so there can be no confusion in terms of what I'm talking about here. In relation to the task, I fell into a burning ring of fire. Okay, and the last one. Let's see. And then we'll move on to the next song. So you've got 1, 2, 3, ABC. Can you link 1, 2, 3 to ABC? Let's see how you guys do. And then we'll move on to the next song. The next song is going to be The Monster by Eminem, actually, should I say. Eminem. Eminem. I've always struggled with his name, actually. Eminem. That's it. Eminem. I need to try and say that better. Eminem. So Roberto says A goes with 2, fiery love goes with passionate attraction and relationship. B goes with 3, fiery personality, a person who is passionate, can get angry quickly and isn't afraid to speak their mind. And C goes with 1, fiery meeting, a heated interaction, maybe some shouting. Okay, guys, well done. You are both correct. Those are the correct answers. So well done to you both. Excellent. Well done. Okay, we can now move on to the next song. This song is called The Monster by Eminem. Arena F, well done. You are correct. Excellent. So this next one is The Monster by Eminem and Rihanna. I'm not sure if you I don't know how well known this song is. I can tell you that the only bit of this song that you can understand is going to be the chorus, because the rest of the song is really difficult to understand. I can't understand it. I can't understand unless I see the lyrics, because Eminem is just speaks so quickly, so quickly. Um, it's really difficult. But this is the main one. Okay, so Marta says yes, that she has heard of it. I mean, look, the chorus. This is the chorus that I'm going to show you, and the chorus itself. There's a lot of meaning potentially within this already. So the chorus goes, yes, he does sing very fast, Marta. So the chorus is, I'm friends with a monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, think I'm crazy. That bit is probably sung by Rihanna. And then I'm just going to show you some bits of the main verse. I'm not going to show you everything because it goes on. It's long. It's not short. But I think there's some really interesting language that we can look at. I have used this before actually in a lesson. But it's been quite some time since I used it in a lesson. You would have to be of I mean, it's not the easiest song in terms of listening to. So when we look at the main verse here, this is just a small section of it, but I think there's some really interesting language when it comes to meaning. So you've got, I wanted the fame, but not the cover of Newsweek. Oh, well, guess beggars can't be choosy. Wanted to receive attention for my music, wanted to be left alone in public. Excuse me. For wanting my cake and eat it too, and wanting it both ways. Fame made me a balloon, cause my ego inflated when I blew. See, but it was confusing. So there's some really good language here. Now here there's a good phrase. Okay. So number one, you've got beggars can't be choosy. The actual phrase is can't beggars can't be uh, choosers. Beggars can't be choosers, or beggars can't be choosy. You can play around with it. So we need to look at that meaning there. Um, we've got I want my wanting my cake and eat it too. That is an important bit of language that we can look at as well. Um, this is an interesting bit of language. Balloon my ego inflated. Yes, made actually. Let's go for this. Fame made me a balloon, causing my ego. I think this is an interesting bit of language as well. So let's have a little look at these three. I'm going to put the meanings underneath, and you guys can try and link 1, 2, and 3 to the correct meanings in order for us to look at this properly. So A, B, and C. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Let's see if you guys can link 1, 2, 3 to the meanings in A, B, C. So you got beggars can't be choosers, or beggars can't be choosy, wanting my cake and eat it too, and fame made me a balloon, cause my ego inflated. Okay, so inflated, getting bigger. Okay, so one of them is going to mean wanted everything his or her way, everything needed to be perfect, basically. B, if you're desperate, you are not in a position to dictate. And C, built up my pride that left an unrealistic image of myself. So Irina says 2 goes with A, so wanting my cake and eat it too goes with wanted everything his or her way. You said 1, beggars can't be choosers. goes with B. If you're in a desperate situation, if you're desperate, you can't dictate. And 3 saying that fame made me a balloon because my ego inflated. Goes with C. Built up my pride that left an unrealistic image of myself. And I can say that Roberto completely agrees. Okay, good. Well done, guys. Yeah, that is the correct. Those are the correct answers. So well done there, guys. Good stuff. Now let's consider the overall. And Marta agrees. Excellent. Well done, guys. So what is what is this song about? Okay. Um, is it a is it about someone going mad? B, is it the um, price slash consequence of fame? Um, the artist's, in this case, Eminem, uh, personal experience of fame. What do you guys think? Maybe it's a combination of all of them. Maybe you have your own idea in terms of what this song is about. D, does the person see themselves as a monster? E, is fame the monster in this song? So, as okay, I've given you 5 ideas to think about there. Let me know what you think. I mean, again, I'll just go back to some of these lyrics. You know, the chorus again is, I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me. Stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy. Yeah, you think I'm crazy. It's almost as if maybe, I don't know, he maybe the person thinks there's 2 versions of himself. There's the version who is the famous version of himself, and then there's the other person who just wants to have a normal life. Um, but it's a really fascinating one. I'm friends with the voices. I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me. Stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy. Yeah, you think I'm crazy. And then, I wanted the fame, but not the cover of Newsweek. That's like a famous magazine, I think, in America. I mean, it's a strange one. Like the price of fame, I think the price of fame or the consequences of fame. I mean, Arena has come in here and said B and E. I think that's a good. I think that's a real possibility. Like, is fame the monster in this song? Maybe it is the monster. Um, I think definitely B has to be thought about, because is it is being famous really worth it? Is it worth the sacrifice, really? Roberto says that he thinks it's a combination of C and E. It's very fascinating. So the artist's personal experience of fame, and how perhaps therefore that fame is the monster in this song. I think that's a really interesting one there, Roberto. I think that's a good combination. I think it works. I would agree with you in the sense that I think Eminem is talking about his personal experience. I think it's well known that, I mean, he's famous for having had problems, when he was young. And quite a few of his songs are to do with certain problems. I think most of his songs are about some problem that he can relate to. So I think it's a good idea. Anyone else watching, feel free to come in and let me know. And if you are watching this later, Let me know as well in the comments section below as well. It's always a good one, and I do encourage you guys to look at the song. I think it's a really good. I I don't like many songs of Eminem, but I do like some of his, and I think this is one of them. I think another one that I like would be "Not Afraid," um, and there's one he did with Dido, but I can't remember the name. Okay, let's move on to the last one. Tupac changes, famous song really. Um, I mean, it's interesting looking at some of these lyrics because I'm pretty sure I can't say some of them now. Um, let's see. I mean, the song is probably still relevant to today, if I'm being honest. I think it definitely is still uh, relevant. This one changes by Tupac. Roberta says, Stan, the song he did with Dido. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like that one. I think it's a good one. So it changes by Tupac. We're going to have a look at this, and I'll put some other words here. Okay, so this is the first bit of the chorus. Come on. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, life is life. No, you know what? I have to do this again because I've realized that I didn't separate things out properly. So let's try and go again. Okay, no, I really got that one wrong. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Maybe this will be a little bit better. Um, Here we go. Let's just go for the chorus, actually. Okay, we'll start off with the chorus because I think the chorus tends to be quite good. Okay, so come on. That's just the way it is. Things never be the same. So that's the first part of the chorus. Second part of the chorus. And then we'll have a look at one of the main verses as well. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Okay, there we go. And then if we're going to look at one of the verses, we'll start off with the first one. Okay, I'm not going to show the whole one. I'm going to have to change a word because I don't think it's probably not advisable to spell the word out. If I can find it. Here we go. Ah, star. Okay, but it'll be pretty obvious what the word is meant to be. Okay, so you've got come on, that's just the way it is. Things never be the same. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. And he's got some oohs and ahs in there. And then we get onto this bit. um, the main verse down here. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning, and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor, and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts so. I'm looking for a purse to snatch. That would be me to steal. Cops give a damn about and then we've got the N word here. Pull the trigger, killer N. He's a hero. There are a lot of themes going along here. So let's just look at some language first, just to make sure we all understand. When he talks about, okay, so we've got blast myself. That's quite dark. We've got snatch a purse. Those are the main two. So which one would you say these go with? One, steal, and B, so link 1 and 2 to A and B. Let me know what you think the correct answer is there. Link 1 and 2 with the meaning A and B. And then we can have a little think about the meaning. What's he talking about? Is he saying that, okay, so Roberto says 1 goes with B, 2 goes with A. Yep, that's the correct answer. So let's think about this, guys. What is he saying? Now, there's a lot of themes in this, so there might be a combination. Okay, so 1. 2. Three. Four. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Which ones do you think? Maybe there's some other meanings that you guys would like to include. You've got, is he saying that a cop is a hero if he shoots a black man? Is he saying that if you are black, sorry, let me just do that one again, because number 2, there's a typo in there, which it cannot be allowed. If it will allow me, no, it's not allowing me to delete it. So I'm just going to write 2 again. Okay. That should be if you are black. Sorry, that should be if you are black. You have to steal to survive. 3, is he talking about inequality in the United States, or is it 4, society doesn't care about the problems in black communities? What do you think this song is about? And let me know. I mean, you could say that it certainly is quite topical. When I say topical, I mean if it's topical, it means it's current. It's something that people talk about today anyway. Serena F says it's all of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Is he talking about his own life experience? Serena F has said that it's actually about all 4 of these. Is he talking about his own life experience? Maybe. So quite a few things to think about. but I do recommend the song. It's a good song. I think it came out. When did it come out? Maybe early 90s, I think. Late 20s. When did it come out? I'm not sure when it came out. I know it was a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know when it came out, but it's definitely a song worth looking at. I should add, guys, that in the description below you can find the link, or you sorry, I should say you can find the links to all three songs that we've looked at today. So if you would like to listen to the songs, just click on the links, and the links will take you to the actual songs. But they now, in terms of what level would I go with this song? If you can see the lyrics, I think this is quite good for. I wouldn't do this with anyone under intermediate. I think this is quite good for intermediates and upper intermediates. Definitely upper intermediates. I think this will be very challenging. I think for maybe pre-intermediates. So I'd say intermediate or higher. This would be a decent song to look at. Roberto says that in his opinion, this song is about all of these issues. The song was released in 1998. Well, thank you very much for telling me when it was released. 98. Wow. So that's over. It's strange when people say 98 because I remember 98. I remember the FIFA World Cup in 98. I remember France lifting the trophy, beating Brazil. That was the year before Manchester United won the treble. I remember it really well. Yeah, it's strange to think that this is now over 20 years. Okay, guys. Well, a big thank you to everybody for watching and participating. A big thank you to Arena, Roberto, and Marta. Thank you so much for joining, and anyone else who has been watching as well. Make sure that you like and share the video, and I will be back next week at 3 o'clock every day with live English lessons. You're welcome, Marta. You're welcome, Roberto. You're welcome, Arena. I'm glad that you found the lesson interesting. So thank you for the interesting lesson and for your good singing. Have a good weekend. Thank you very much for telling me that I have a good voice. Roberto says, thank you, Richard. Have a great weekend. You too, Roberto. Marta, you too as well. Everyone else, have a great weekend. I will be back next week, 3 o'clock. As always, make sure you like the video, share, and have a great weekend. Bye for now. It is Friday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Friday. So have a great weekend. Bye for now.